Okay, let's stop right here. I think this needs some explanation. We need to go back in time with the story a bit. Okay, here we are. Still in Gjirokastër, Albania. Enjoying our sunny morning over the beautiful breakfast with the view that we had from our hotel balcony. Until suddenly the sky opened and the rain started to pour down like it is end of the world. Somehow we managed to get a taxi, drive to the Gjirokastër main bus station and take a bus till Sarande, seaside place on the Albanian Riviera. From here, the journey to our next destination continues over the sea with the ferry, and the final destination will be Greece, the beautiful island of Corfu. Since the summer seaside season didn't really still start, ferry was pretty empty. By the way, did you know that Corfu is only 35 kilometers away from the Albania? Amazing, right? So, the speedboat ferry took only 30 minutes to cross the Ionian Sea and bring us to one of my favorite countries in the world, Greece. One-way ferry ticket costed 20 euros per person. Swimming 35 kilometers was another option, but because of the suitcase, we still took a ferry. Ah yeah, this is exactly our route. From Albania down to Corfu. And we arrived. Welcome to Greece, everyone. Thank you. After passing through the border security check, we found ourselves at the port of Corfu, from where we had to take a taxi and drive around 30 minutes to distance of 16 kilometers to get to our seaside place on the west coast of Corfu, where we plan to stay for the next 3 nights. My friends, welcome to Agios Gorgios, one of the most popular and beautiful beaches and seaside resorts of Corfu. This beautiful cove is situated amongst the lush green mountains, surrounded by famous Greek olive tree forests, vineyards and massive impressive rocks. The water was turquoise crystal clear and warm. You could see all the little stones underneath. This rocky small romantic part of the beach is actually right at the end of it, and we came here to enjoy the last hours of the afternoon without many people. The sound of the waves is one of the most calming things that exists. Since the day for us already felt very long and exhausted, we were happy to finally get some food. So we went for a dinner to a very nice tavern at the beachside to enjoy some delicious fresh sea fish, admire the sunset, and listen to the waves. The taverna we chose was called Thalissa. I really wanted to sit in the front row of the taverna's balcony, like this nice couple, but all the tables at the front were of course already occupied. So we made a reservation for the next evening, but even for the tomorrow evening the front row was already reserved, and only the second one was free. Very busy place, but with a reason. Now the food, my friends. We had my favorite Mediterranean traditional dishes that I could literally eat every day. Greek salad with feta, olives, tzatziki with fresh flat bread, fresh anchovies with lemon, grilled eggplant and zucchini. Ugi had his fish with French fries. All in all, I felt so grateful to be here, indulge in tasty healthy food, and enjoy the evening. Now, time for a good night's sleep. Kalimera, or good morning everyone, from wonderful Corfu. I woke up this morning around 6 o'clock and immediately ran out to the beach. But that early in the morning, the sun was still hiding behind the mountains. Somewhere around 8 o'clock, the beach started to get covered by the sun rays. Since it was end of May and just beginning of the season, there were very little tourists and the beach was almost empty in these early hours. It felt very peaceful, calming and relaxing. Childhood memories started slowly to come to me. When I was a small kid, I traveled every summer with my parents and sister to Greece, and we were always the first one coming to the beach, making the first steps barefoot on the sand. So now, when I travel with Ugi, we try to do the same, come to the beach in the very early hours when it feels the most peaceful. That's also the reason why I prefer to go to the seaside at the beginning or at the end of the season, because I really don't like crowded beaches. Plus, we don't get sunburned so easily. After some time, we made a break from walking and swimming and went for a very late breakfast. I also took from Belgrade a book that I really enjoyed reading, called Normal People by Sally Rooney. The book was amazing. The whole day went very calm and relaxed, and in the evening we again went out to Thalissa Taverna, where we made a reservation the day before. This time we were closer to the seaside view. The waiter here was so kind. I asked him for wine glasses for my water, because I don't drink alcohol, and he elegantly poured the water like when people pour wine in the glasses. Very nice and sweet of him.
Thank you.
Tzatziki with flatbread. I'm getting hungry just by watching this. And you? And then the fish came. Today I didn't have anchovies as usually. I tried sardines. And of course, a necessary Greek salad. When it comes to prices, a plate of anchovies costed 8.50 euros and the big Greek salad was around 6 euros. Time for good night again. Kalimera, my friends. After a mandatory sunrise beach walk, we decided to hide ourselves this day from the sun under these beautiful beach boho-style sunbeds. Although it was May, the sun was already very strong, even after 10. I continued reading my book, Normal People, and fell in love with the style of writing of Sally Rooney. I have to read as well other books from her. I heard that Conversation with People is also a great one. By the way, if you wonder how much this beach lounge set in Agios Kordios costed us in May, we had to spend a minimum 15 euros on beverages or food for the whole day, since it actually belonged to the beach bar. And that's more or less how we spent our day. Somewhere in the afternoon, we took a walk again towards the beginning of the 1.5 kilometer long Agios Kordios sandy beach to visit a bar restaurant called Black Rock. It is a nice place for relaxing with a sea view, and the food was also very nice. Here, we had some traditional souvlaki. Black Rock has also this beautiful viewing platform from where you can enjoy the landscape of the rock formations. After enjoying from our hotel room the third and last beach sunset, we went to the last portion of anchovies and Greek salad in Agios Kordios. These little friends also liked anchovies very much. That was also the moment when we started to hear live traditional Greek music coming from the taverna nearby. And you know how that turned out. Now, you may be wondering, did me and Dougie also end up dancing on the table while being surrounded with a fire and traditionally breaking some plates? Well, I guess this will stay a secret forever, a mystery to be solved. The only thing I can assure you, my friends, is that it was a long evening and a night to remember. Take care, my friends. Evcharisto Elada, Kalinite.